today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the New York Giants versus Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft. Former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 7 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 7 yards there and a first down. Off the play fake, Love. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Going back to Love. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Love from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Giants. Juwan Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And You see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. Bringing him out, the 3rd overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Love's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action this time with Love. To Barkley on the check down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On play action, Love to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go play action with Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. And he's got Pierce. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Moss on the give up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw now, here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Love now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And he was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they get a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Good footwork at the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Second down, here's Barkley again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan finding Pierce on the crossing route. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Again, Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. The Giants now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun. Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Love. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Here's Ryan. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go, set, block 40.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. And the catch made by Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Love. Steps away. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Quiddy Pay. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 1 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action this time with Love. He completes it to Beckham. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To the air again, Love. He's got the tight end, Bennett. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Love from the gun. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now Ryan on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Ryan. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 65 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now it's Ryan. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ryan. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And down inside the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Love, they go play action now. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw, as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Love's throw complete there to Beckham. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 6. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That is caught inside the 5. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Love's throw taken in by Slayton. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Love now. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now Ryan and the Colts down by 15. A minute 54 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Ryan to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Giants, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.